All right, let's just jump right into something I think we all know way too well. That little voice in your head, the one that's always criticizing, always nagging. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on why you're so hard on yourself. And, the reason probably isn't what you think it is.
I mean, seriously, right? Does that voice in your head ever feel less like a friend cheering you on and more like, I don't know, a super harsh judge who's just pointing out every single mistake you make? Yeah, if you're nodding along right now, you are in very good company.
So what is this voice, really? It's not just you being negative. It's actually a known psychological phenomenon. And giving it a name, well, that's the first step to really getting a handle on it. So let's get acquainted with your internal judge.
I think this is such a game-changing way to see it. This voice isn't just you. It's a part of you, a mechanism that has a specific job to measure, to compare, and to critique. It's almost like there's a little program running in the background of your mind, and it's constantly checking your every move against some perfect, ideal version of yourself.
And this is what it sounds like, isn't it? The language is so final, so absolute. It's never just, oops, I made a mistake. No, it's, that was stupid. Or the classic, I always mess things up. It takes one little thing and blows it up into this massive judgment about who you are as a person.
Okay, so where does this internal judge get all of its power? This is the wild part. This intense self-criticism, it actually grows from a really positive and valuable personal trait that you have.
You can almost think of it like a recipe. When you mix two very specific ingredients together in your mind, the result almost every time is that chronic feeling of just not being good enough. So let's break down that recipe.
And here it is. It all starts with something that's genuinely a strength, high self-awareness. That ability you have to look inward and reflect on what you do. But then you mix that with step 2, a set of really high, often totally unrealistic, idealized standards. And that combination right there creates this constant painful gap between who you are and who you think you should be. That gap, that's exactly where the internal judge sets up shop.
And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you've got a simple, useful observation. I see the mistake, I'll fix it. It's practical. But then you take that exact same situation and filter it through those idealized standards, and boom, it becomes a harsh, personal judgment. The event didn't change at all, but the story you tell yourself about it, it changes completely. So let's talk about that second ingredient, because it's really the fuel for this whole fire. This impossible rule book that our internal judge is using, where in the world did it even come from?
See, your judge isn't just making things up on the fly. It's working from a rule book that's been written, page by page, over your entire life. But you probably weren't the only one holding the pen. So we've got to ask, who else helped write these rules?
It's a mix of a whole bunch of things, isn't it? It's the expectations your family had for you. It's the culture around you telling you what success and happiness are supposed to look like. It's definitely the endless highlight reels on social media. And of course, it's your own ambition, and even the ghosts of past failures whispering, don't you dare let that happen again. This rule book is thick, and the most important thing to get is that most of it wasn't written with your actual happiness in mind.
Okay, so we've got a highly self-aware mind armed with an impossible-to-follow rulebook. Sounds pretty rough, but here's the good news. Just understanding how this machine works is what gives you the power to change your relationship with it. It's time to see if we can turn that critic into a coach.
And this right here is the whole point. Trying to fight this voice, to just shut it up, it almost never works. In fact, it usually just gets louder. The real goal isn't to get rid of it. It's to actually get curious about it. To lean in and ask, okay, what are you trying to do for me right now?
And here it is, the big perspective shift. That critical voice, it's not actually trying to hurt you. It's trying to protect you. It's a part of you that is desperate for you to be safe, to succeed, to be liked, and to avoid the pain of messing up. It's just really clumsy and kind of painful in its methods. It's not an enemy. It's more like a misguided bodyguard.
So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Once you realize that voice is actually on your team, just playing a terrible strategy, you can start a whole new conversation with it. Instead of just believing its harsh judgments, you can start asking, hey, what are you so worried about? What are you trying to protect me from? And by understanding its real motivation, you can start to transform that relentless critic into your most insightful, valuable coach, one that guides you not with fear, but with wisdom. I mean, what would that change for you?